The really interesting thing that we're starting to see now is about the importance of recovery and community-based recovery within the strategy, and also with stigma in the strategy. And those are things that we do as an organization really well. And like, for an organization that's only been here for the last 5 years, they do the things that we do in terms of the education and stigma, and the public outreach stuff is phenomenal. And that's not me blowing my trumpet. It's just,
Yeah, no.
we do it really well. And it's good to see that stuff within the strategy. So my hope is, whenever this thing does start to change, that we can impact that.
Yeah.
Because we're doing it really well on our own. Imagine how well we could try and do it if, we brought other people along for the journey, but without losing who we are fundamentally. And that collaboration, Wolf, was so important for me. And recovery taught me this. I don't always have the answer. It's all right to ask for help. What happened with the funding landscape, and it's probably the same in other places in the UK and Wales and stuff, but in Northern Ireland, it became very competitional. Mm-hmm. So everybody worked on their silos. That's my pot of funding, and you can't do this, and therefore, so none of the addiction recovery organisations connected very well. So we made a point that we made everything invitational. We bring everybody in as partners. So if we run a recovery walk, we bring in all the addiction recovery organisations where we're from, because I think we all need to work better together, because there's organisations out there that are brilliant at complementary therapy. I'm not. However, wake up and work together at some level, and recognising, being good at what you do is okay, but other people are good at what they do, and is there a way to make that work? And that goes back to what you were saying. There's people in our organisation that also use the rooms of 12-step fellowships, and for me, that's totally okay. And I'm like, if that's working for you, if that is doing what it needs to be doing, then that's great. Yeah, use the 2, use 22 if you need to. But we had to do a lot of work to change that lens, because it wasn't always like that. Because it used to be, well, you're here with us, so you can't go there. And that always annoyed me whenever I used to hear that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So for me, working with these organisations was really important. And maybe that's how we look at the funding landscape moving forward. Maybe it's less about look how great we are, and and more like look how wonderful the services in the northwest of Ireland are. How can we work better?